Alright, so we got a Johnny Bravo video here. So the title of the video is Big Boy's career just ended after nuclear bombshell by ex-Strength Cartel member. Strength Cartel, is that the name of their... Oh, isn't that the name of Wes Watson and, what's his name? Kali Muscles group. So we are live. We have 27 people up in here. I really appreciate everybody here who's just chilling live. And thanks to all the members. And let's get it.
Basically, like I said, the first year he was paying me $250 a month.
Wow, that's it?
$250, yeah.
Okay, and but that's just the beginning of getting shit on the feet.
So he's like, eventually I'm gonna pay more, right? Second year, it goes $500.
He then turns all those views into sales, merchandise, and supplements, which in turn turns Big Boy into a millionaire. But there's a problem with that.
I want to say there's a dude by the name of John Bravo Films. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I'll be like watching the novella too, bro. Like, damn, this shit's good.
When
and he's got the voice, you know, and then Big Boy, he's got that perfect movie voice, and I'm like, this shit is hella interesting. I don't care if it's fake or not.
He does, bro. He does, dude. He reminds me of a freaking movie, like some like extra, like in like Goodfellas.
And I know this dude does a good job.
No, yeah, I like when I first seen one of his videos, I was like, who is this guy?
Who is this
How does he know this stuff? Because like some of that shit is real.
You know Big Boy, right? That penny pinching piece of shit with those big monster titties he's got popping out of his shirt, running around the streets like a sharmuta out on 42nd Street back in the day in New York City. You know that asshole, right? You know what he's doing? He's hiding at home crying like a little bitch because Pitbull Torres, the man who was there from the beginning that helped him start Strength Cartel, just exposed his ass.
I mean, dude, like, if I was this big, I would be very happy. Like, dude, Scott, I mean, yeah, like, that's kind of like the, like, he doesn't have, like, cuts or like definition, but it's like you could tell, like if you were just walking down the street, you could just tell the dude works out. Like it's just, you know,
confirming everything that we've all been saying.
I mean, this dude, you could just tell like the difference. Like, dude, he has just, yeah. I bet you when this dude actually lifts and he's pumped, he probably looks like a freaking beast.
Saying about him for years. Wait until you guys see all the shit he has to say.
We like I said, he had 0 subscribers, and I was just like riding with him, and like I was just helping him any way I could. I was his right hand man. Like we did everything to get like just like business, like little small things, like getting the hats, getting the merch, you know, seeing him like start the brand, like everything, like, you know, and like just connections. And I got to see him like build it up. He was really good with like content. We were just like, hey, we're making like 3 videos a week, no matter what, and we just like put out content, dog. Like not right away he started making money. That shit takes time, you know. But we had like a big platform from that guy Rich Piana, so like it was easier to like start making progress pretty quick.
Yeah.
So Pitbull Torres, one of the founding members of Strength
Wait, how does he have a platform because of Rich Piana?
Cartel. He was there from the beginning, from day one with that fat pig. They started this all together, right? And after he was there for a few years, he left. You know, people didn't know 100% the reasons why, but there was whispers, right? But he never spoke about it publicly. And for the first time now, he goes on the Hood Stocks podcast, and he says a lot of shit. And he goes in harder on Big Boy than the night before when he was getting pegged by Wes Watson and Chuck Basher.
I do owe it to my fans, like what happened, because a lot of people do want to know like 2-side stories. Because like I said, he made a video trying to make me like look bad, saying I went behind his back and I wanted to start a brand. But like I didn't even have like a logo, or like it was just a thought, like, hey, I want to start my own brand. But he made it seem like I had everything planned and I was gonna leave him high and dry. And I'm just like, high and dry, like you already started, bro. You could have just be like, hey, Piz, about to do his own thing, like this is his brand, like, you know, go follow him. And he would have gone hella low. It was just like an energy thing. Like I was like, hey, I want to do my own YouTube videos, because I was doing YouTube videos for him. I never got paid for a YouTube video. Like no one got paid for YouTube videos.
Doing millions of views?
Oh yeah,
hundreds of thousands.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Like for years.
And so that's a lot of money, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
And so he wasn't cutting nobody no love.
Nobody.
Damn, dog.
Yeah, maybe paying for like some food after or something like that, but like nobody knows.
Now this is Big Boy's business model. All right, this guy's a boring fucker. You ever try watching a Big Boy video? He can't speak, he's not entertaining, he's nothing. So what he does is he surrounds himself with people that are entertaining. He does collabs with all famous influencers, so that way he can drive views to his channel. Because like I said, he can't do it on his own. He then turns all those views into sales, merchandise, and supplements, which in turn turns Big Boy into a millionaire. But there's a problem with that. Remember when Big Wicked died, rest in peace with Big Wicked? You know, I spoke to people close to him. I found out he never paid that guy anything. He gave him a couple of shirts, a couple of stupid supplements, right? But he never paid the guy. And that's why at the end he stopped wanting to do videos with him, because he felt like he needs to go on his own like Pitbull went before him to try to make some money. And then, remember we had Little Quete, the hitman that Big Boy was using to go after Mac Truck, but it didn't work, right? Well, he wasn't paying him either, right? And another guy that was well-liked on his channel, and he ended up leaving him. And then Pitbull,
Yo, what up,
like
Sam?
I said earlier, the man who helped him start this whole thing, you know what he was doing to him? He was paying him pennies while he's running around in Hellcats and Lamborghinis, and he's got Gucci stuff, probably purse.
So, okay, now I'm gonna push back a little bit here. So I've worked for a lot of shitty people that did pretty much that, wanted high level amounts of work and paid absolutely dog shit. And most of the time when I got into those positions or those situations, I would say something, and if something didn't change, I'd quit like right away. Like I wouldn't wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. And I don't know, maybe it's different because it's YouTube, because maybe you're on camera. Like, I don't know. Like, I would like to think that I would have the integrity that, I'll give a perfect example, dude. Swamp Dweller. He invited me onto his stream, and like, if he came onto my stream and all of a sudden he was like helping me out, and like my channel just exploded and I was just making all this money, I would feel obligated. Even if he said, no, you don't need to give me anything, I would still forcefully give him something, because I wouldn't have that success without that extra push. So for someone to just take full advantage of someone like that, and then them not to stand up for themselves and be like, hey, you're over here driving around in Lamborghinis and all this stuff, why don't you pay me more money? You know? I don't know.
This is just like his
What up,
buddy,
Brand?
Wes Watson. He's doing all this while he's paying the guy who helped him nothing.
Basically, like I said, the first year he was paying me $250 a month.
Wow, that's it?
$250. Yes.
Okay, and but that's just the beginning of getting shit on the feet.
So
yeah.
he's like, eventually I'm gonna pay more, right? Second year, it goes $500, and that's not to mention the promo code money was like, I was making like 10% of like whoever uses my code, and he was like, hey bro, you're gonna like see how many sales you have each month. It'll be all recorded, you know, so you can see how much you're making. Bro, I never made more than like, in the first year, it was like I was getting little $70 checks, $80 checks. So I'm not even making $300. I'm barely making $300 a month, if anything, the first year. Second year goes to 500. And then the third year, 750, fourth year, 750. And I'm just like, bro.
$750 a month.
Yes. I was never mad like the first year, second year, third year, like, man, I'm worth more.
Year. That's
It's
crazy.
just like, I was just like, man, I love this. Like, I'm doing what I'm doing. Like, I was just like, if I want more money, I'm going to go hustle on the side. But then it got to like year 5 where I was just like, bro, 26 years old, still living at home. Like, this homie's like, got a Lambo.
Okay, that's how I was like, dude, how are you able to do that and pay bills? Oh, because you. Oh man, God, these, dude, oh man, I didn't want to. Oh, bro, like, I was out of the house at 18, bro, and like went back like once for like a month, and then that was it, dog. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? 26? God damn.
Counting fucking all the money cash with him when he bought that bitch. Like, he got a Hellcat F250, like lifted 10 grand, like lift kid, just like dropping money left and right, buying Louis bags like every weekend. And I'm just like, bro, like why? Like I'm over here like got my little Civic.
That's why. Okay,
like,
that's why he never said anything, because like I said, and if that was me, I'd be saying something like, hey, I got bills, dude. I got shit I gotta pay, dude. Like, I need more money. Like, yeah, dude, That's some snake. I mean, that's. I mean, dude, that's dude. To think that that is happening on this kind of platform, with, let's be real, with people that would be nobodies in the real world if the internet and YouTube didn't exist to make money. I mean, I think the top 10% of, we want to call them influencers, would probably be very successful, like in life, you know. But above average and middle, dude, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing for a living? Like, yeah, this is crazy. It's crazy. I mean, it's awesome, but it's crazy to think that even someone who had probably no business acumen, who's never ran a business in their life or anything like that, still figured out a way to screw over someone that was helping him out. That's crazy.
A Fox body Mustang I got for like $4,000. And
you guys get what I'm saying? Like, you would expect like shrewd, cutthroat businessmen to act like that. Does that dude look like a businessman to you?
What's it called? It's just like I just got like tired of being broke. Basically, it just hit me one day like, hey, like I'm doing what I love, but I'm fucking broke. They say do what you love and you'll make money eventually.
Yeah, Callie, that's way different, bro. This dude was making YouTube videos and making $300 a month. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, and hey, that's good for you. God bless you. I'm just saying, like, that's not what this dude was doing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm doing what I love, but I'm making no money. And I'm like, because I'm letting it be controlled by somebody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, I got to control my own destiny.
So now you see the business model that this asshole uses. He's boring. Nobody wants to watch him. So he gets others on his channel to gather views, sell supplements, sell merchandise. But
there has to, I mean, spread the love. Like, you need to pay people what they're worth. If this dude is bringing in thousands and thousands of extra views, then he needs to be compensated. Not, well, I'm going to overpay, and that's how when people take advantage of that. But you pay people what they're worth, and they work hard. It's such a strange concept, I know.
In the end, the people that got these views for him, he doesn't pay them shit. And in turn, it makes him a millionaire.
Big boy's telling you he's not making money. Like, that's what he told me. Like, and I was like, he's using you. Like, that's what he basically does. Like, because, I mean, come on, he's put out so much content. So it's like, how much can Big Boy talk about himself or workout videos? Like, no one's watching those videos. But when he brings other people in, they're going to watch that because it's like a new person. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, like, so he would just like I said, but like not use them in a good way. Like I said, like not paying him. Like, oh, here's this free promotion later. Like that's type of it. So like, Wood was all like, how are you doing it? And I basically was just telling him. He's like, no, I know. Like, Big Wood.
Yeah, dude, I can't believe that. So if I invited Swamp Dweller onto my live show, we did like some collab, and all of a sudden I got all these donos and all these subs and all these, I get 300 members and all, dude, I would absolutely, and if every person was giving like, oh, I'm doing this because Swamp's here, this is awesome, I would feel bad. I would feel bad. It would be wrong of me not to even just offer, even if he said no. It's like, well, dude, you should get half. Or something, like, dude, that's crazy, dude.
Wood tells me he doesn't like make that much money from expos. He's like, I'm not dumb. And I was just like, yeah, fool, like you got to do your own thing. You got to think, like, we went to all these expos, dog. We never got paid once. Like, and expos are long. I had to go borrow my mom's truck, go pick up his merch, go drop it at the LA Convention Center the day before,
wow,
set up the thing, and fucking, where everyone's playing fucking, what is that, Too Many Chiefs, Not Enough Indians. Fucking, he's just sitting back, do this, do that, do that. And I'm just like, bro, this is like a mess. And I'm just like, we're not even getting paid. And then we go to the expo 2 days, they're on your feet all day, 8 hours, like meeting fans, not getting paid for your time whatsoever. And then once it's over, we got to break down, put all the stuff back at the warehouse, and then it's over. And then got paid for a what?
And so then he's making a killing at these expos.
Killing.
Oh,
it gets even worse than that. Big Wicked, the man who everyone loved on his channel, unfortunately passes away. Right, the family needs help for money. They start a GoFundMe for a proper funeral. What does Big Boy do? He comes and he makes a very generous donation of $500. $500 in the meantime. You're some rich asshole. And I remember at the time when I made the video, I didn't know. I thought this guy, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I said, you know what? Maybe he only donated $500 because maybe he doesn't have the money himself. Maybe he drives around all these flashy things, but he doesn't really have the money. Well, now it turns out he does have the money, and he still only donates $500 to the family of the man that helped him make thousands.
Back to John Bravo films and all the people that were hating on Big Boy. Then somebody did a screenshot of the GoFundMe that had the donation from Big Boy,
Yeah,
which I don't know if
that
that's
was
true or
crazy.
not, bro. I don't know if that's a real thing, because I mean everything you
Oh,
see.
it was. They were mad at the fucking when I was at the car wash thing. Like,
Oh, they spoke on that.
oh yeah,
On
there
the-
was
on
like
the
he's
five-
not welcomed here type shit.
Oh,
Like,
they said he's not welcome at the
yeah,
car
like
wash.
his sisters and shit. Like they were not happy. Yeah.
What
Like,
was it, like a $500 donation on the GoFundMe?
Yeah, and like I was, like I said, Big Boy's homie, and like he would always talk about pocket change. Like, you don't got 5-10 grand in your sock, that's sock money. Like, that's nothing. He has money, so like that's why like that hit home. Like I was just like, dang, like that's how you really know like he
That's
don't got your back. Like, can't even.
Look, I mean, I know people chase after money. People chase after a lot of money, and there is an expression that. Let's see here. I think I've heard it before, but you wonder how people, all these people who wish they had millions of dollars. It's like, well, how would you act if all of a sudden you won the lottery? Would you be a different person, or would you be the same person? Would you absolutely change everything about you, or would you be the same person you were before you had the money? And I don't know, man. I think getting rich and famous, I think that changes you for sure. And especially, I don't know, dude. Like, I understand why this happens, but like, people that surround themselves with yes men, I think you stop growing as a person as soon as you surround yourself in a little echo chamber like that, with no one who will call you out, no one will say you're full of shit, no one will you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I'm so thankful that I have friends that still, to this day, like, it doesn't matter where we are, we still make fun of each other, shit on each other, call each other out, all that stuff. So thankful for that. Because I can't imagine just having to always be around people that are just like, oh, you're the best. Oh, you're so smart. You're such a genius. You're so great. You're so fun. You're so attractive. You're so this. You're so that. I can't. Oh, like, that ruins someone's ability to think. So, yeah, dude. I can't. Yeah, that's really messed up. If that's all true, and this person that gave him this huge opportunity to make all this money, and his payback to that dude, for a funeral of his is give him $500.
Even like help the fam out like that, and it's just like you said, rolling around in that, and like I said, I know him, and like I know money's not a problem. So the fact that like he would even
true.
put that on a GoFundMe, and like, I mean, that's all retarded. I mean, come on, bro. Like, obviously some people are gonna screenshot what you put in, like, that's like, I would have. He probably didn't know. He for sure didn't notice that. I mean, didn't know that, or else he would put way more, And then people still called him out, and he still didn't care. And like, people, even like I said, Johnny Bravo, people still made like videos about, like, I mean, the fact that he made a video like RIP Wicked, like Wicked's family's not getting this YouTube money. Why are you making a video about someone your homie that passed away?
And that money should have been getting funneled to the family. 100%.
That whole video for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
You make money off the views like forever. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's just like not genuine to me. Like, I don't know how you sleep at night.
So you guys see now how this asshole likes to use everyone for views because he's too much of a boring fucker. Nobody wants to watch him, right? Well, I found this part very interesting that you're going to see. Kali Muscle and Wes Watson, that piece of shit, right? He hated them, it turns out. But what did he do? When he got the opportunity for views, he jumped into bed with them, literally. Remember, one sucks one tit, the other sucks the other. Why'd he do it? So he can roll around in the money like a pig rolls around in the dirt.
when I left, he like started doing stuff with like Cali Muscle, and he would talk so much stuff on this fool Cali Muscle. Like, I can't stand this thing, though. Like, this fool's so fucking annoying. Like, fucking so loud. Fucking can't. I remember one time we were at the gym, and he was there. He's like, "Pit, take your shirt off. This fool thinks he's bad." Because like I was walking around. I mean, he was walking around without his shirt, and then like he's like best friends with Cali Muscle. We're BFFF, and like all this stuff on the Instagram or YouTube, and like I was just like, oh man, like this is just crazy. And then same thing with Wes Watson. I remember like long time ago when Wes Watson was just making the videos and being like, "Hey, big, like who's this fool Wes Watson? Like, you know anything about him?" "Oh, that fool's a PC. Like, he lives in San Diego. He doesn't come out his high rise. Like, that fool's a bitch, you know?" And then, like, all of a sudden, he's fucking, "Oh, we got a pre-workout. Wes Watson, like, fucking named after his Bugatti or some shit like that." I'm like, man, I was desperate for, like, just getting, like, any type of, like, person to, like, not even type of person, but just, like, trying to get publicity.
So now we see all the things that we thought were going on behind the scenes with this asshole, with the people that were on his team, right? Thanks to Pitbull Torres, we can now see the full story on who this piece of shit really is. You seen me, I've been calling this asshole a pig for all these years. Well, you tell me, is there any other better name for this piece of shit?
"You're making $750 a month." He's like, "You can make fucking more money recycling cans. Why are you fucking tripping on $750?"
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, like that hit me. And then I was like, fuck this. Like, I'm doing this shit tomorrow. I'm telling this fool, like, I'm over this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta make my own money. And he was like, "Yeah, it's cool, it's cool." And then, like I said, he was like, "Oh man, oh man." Like I said, he told me not to like, "I don't want to hear my name come out of your mouth." And I was like, "Come on, dog. I'm not gonna talk shit on you. Like, we had no."
Oh, so he's. Wow.
Bad blood, nothing. Then
Wow,
a day
dude.
later or 2 days later,
Wow.
the truth hurts Pitbull Torres, and he makes a whole video about me and like basically just saying like, yeah, he, you know, he did it behind our back. He did it in a real like scandalous way, like just trying to make me look bad.
Guys, thanks for watching. Please hit like on my video.
Dude, that is crazy. Interesting.